What's up, friends? This is Manni, and welcome to the new War Robots Meta Titan #1 for 2024. Of course, I'm talking about the Flying Onion, the Rook. Yes, because this thing is still the #1 Titan in the game, as I'm going to prove to you here over the course of this video. This time we're rocking the the plasma shotguns, Maha, and so on weapons, not the sonic weapons. And personally, I think on the Rook, the sonic weapons tend to work a little better because you can empty that clip in 3 seconds when you fully accelerated, or 4. And then basically you have all the time in the world to show all the shields and make use of all of them. The Mahavajra shotguns, they kind of force you to look at the enemy more and longer to unload your clip. And that's why you also tend to get a little more damage back. But you know, in return, you get a weapon that almost never seems to reload, you know, and does a lot of damage. And so, yeah, let me show you the #1 Titan for 2024. And that will be the Onion here, yeah, the Rook. And of course, we can say that the Newton Titan has a tremendous impact on the game, and the Newton Titan can ruin your, let's say, Minos gameplay or your Luchador gameplay, maybe even better, right? But that's because of the hovering only. It's not really because the Newton is so powerful, it's just because Pixonic hasn't addressed and fixed the hovering choke ability yet. And we all know they will, because this situation where you get lifted for like 7 seconds or some crazy stuff like this, and you get no immunity to being lifted, so it can happen immediately again by another Newton. You know, we all know that it's a very unhealthy and critical thing for the game because it basically makes it unplayable. Yeah, and I guess we can all agree that this shouldn't be the case, and I'm sure even Pixonic knows that. So I have no doubt that this is going to be fixed at some point. And when that happens, what happens with the Newton? The Newton will be a powerful sniper titan with a lot of HP. And what happens when he gets jumped on by a Luchador, by a Rook? He dies. Simple as that. Also, regarding the choke ability, you know, that's a thing I've read a lot in the comments, and I agree with you guys. If the Newton would not let you fly for a long period, but instead he would just boost you up once, and you like, boom, you get a boost, you like a jump, and you fly into the air, and you land back down. You know, you get one bump into the air that is maybe even a few meters higher, but then you land back down to the ground. And that gives you, as a firing titan, the shot. Like, look, what is this? 3 freaking Ao Mings? What's with the Ao Ming party here in this video? Jesus Christ! And look how we're still here. This is only the Rook who can do this. There's only one Titan in the game that can survive all of that and still look legendary sovereign doing it. It's just the Rook. I'm down to 7,000 was the lowest I've seen. 7,000 health, and then came my Paladin battleship, gave me a saving shield, and now we're back to 100,000. That tiny little freaking blip on the health bar was 100,000 HP. Now we're at 400, 500,000 from the gray HP restore, also coming at the end of the Paladin shield lifespan. I think that's what it is, right? And it's crazy. So this thing, you just can't kill a freaking Rook, man. If you know how to play the Rook, you're not going to die unless you're really doing something wrong, or you're really jumping into way too many things. Even 2 Newtons firing at you for a long period of time with their full Guatonans, they will never be able to kill you. I've shown you this in this other video on Springfield, where there was 3 or sometimes even 4 Newtons just, you know, shooting me for like 3 minutes straight. And I would just freaking ignore it. I would even kill one of them, even though it took me a long time because I barely had time to really shoot him. I always had to focus on staying alive, but I still got one of the Newtons killed while all of them were firing at me. And so, yeah, what was I gonna say before? If the Newton would just bump you up once and then you land, it would be such an interesting ability that would not be game-breaking. It would be cool. It would allow the Newton to fire one full salvo or volley, and then you're back in cover, and you're not exposed for so long and unable to do anything with your robot. And then they wouldn't need to do immunities against it. They wouldn't need to make anti-control work. Here I just did 13.4 million damage super easily. It was like no biggie at all. Sorry, I was getting a message here. It was no biggie at all, and the easiest thing in the world. And as usual, what I like to do, in order to showcase the Rook, really, another message, sorry, being very professional today, but what I'd like to do is really jump into the entire enemy base. Even when they have Titans, I will jump between 3 Titans. Why? Because I can, with the freaking Rook. Because I can! And I will stay alive, and I still kill 2 Titans, and before they get me, I just jump away and save my Titan butt. The Rook is so broken still. And I'm even expecting another nerf for the Rook, to be honest. The Rook has already been nerfed. But you know what? This thing is still the same to me. Seriously, man. This still just the same. You can't do nothing about it. It's just impossible to kill. And even with the longer duration of the cooldown for the shield popping back, you know, the cooldown for the shields coming back, even with a longer time for the shields to warp in, nothing changed. That thing is still broken as heck. And that Ohokochi is gonna notice that right here with his champion title. He thought he can run in and fight this thing? Dude, I didn't even notice you were there. I just stumped over you. Your ability is called Stampede. Yeah, that's what I did with you. I didn't even notice that was something. I just walked over him like a little ant, and that was an Ohokochi, okay? While his team was shooting me too, trying to help him. This is the Rook, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing you can do about it. There's a luchador here. I know it's everyone's favorite now, or you guys love your luchador. Maybe we're gonna make a video about this. And by the way, I'm firing at the luchador while this Rook is shooting me, while the other Newton is lasering me, lifting me, doing everything they can to make me lose control, to make me unable to fight, and so on. And I'm just staying alive and still have 1.1 million HP. The Rook even positioned himself so I can't even fire back. The luchador, who I almost completely eliminated in these few seconds, jumped away and tried to save his life from this impending destruction and doom coming from this Rook. Even despite other 2 Meta Titans trying to help this guy. There's nothing they can do about it though. So now we only have 2 Newtons on us. It's nothing. Show me another Titan in the game that can have 2 Fulgur Newtons on him, lifting you repeatedly, continuously, trying to make you unable to do anything, and you're just taking it. You just take it and you say, all right, it's your moment now, you're lifting me up, yeah, it's your moment, okay, now you suppressed me, it's still your moment, hold on, okay, now it's my moment, buddy, and now I'm gonna start to kill. Alright, the other Newton has stopped firing at me, but even if he hadn't, isn't the thing. There's no killing this time. Forget it. Because the thing is, you quickly reach this maximum stack amount. By the way, the cooldown of the choke ability is also way too short. You quickly reach that maximum stack amount of your repair amplifiers, which make you basically immune. There's no more damage mitigation coming from anything in any... I think the only things that can still mitigate your resistance then is like bomb effect and corrosion. And let's be honest, you're not gonna drop 1.6, 1.8 million HP on the Rook with corrosion ticking. It's never gonna happen. Furthermore, you can heal corrosion damage back to 100%. And the Rook heals all of his HP by replacing the shield. So he's always going to be able to heal his health back. So corrosion is basically completely useless against the Rook. And the... he jumped on me. Okay. That's brave. He's a brave luchador. I'm just going to tank all his shots with my shields, and then I'm going to... Okay, yeah, he's in trouble. But even if it wasn't for my teammates there, he would be done now. Yeah, so corrosion isn't an option. And the bump effect, yeah, that's a dangerous thing because it also pops all the shields on the Rook. So that's the thing. That is one of the things that can get a Rook killed. If you have, for example, let's say 2 Newtons shooting you with Fulgur Tonans doing a lot of damage, and at the same time someone is hammering at you with bomb effect weapons that continuously boom, 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 and pop your shields. So now your shields are always broken, and you can no longer block the damage coming in from the Newtons, and you can no longer counter heal any damage back because your shields are always destroyed. That's when the Rook can get killed. But it really is a kind of a nasty team play element that has to come into play here for this to happen. An alternative version of getting killed maybe is a fully loaded Titan with the freezing rockets, because they can also deal a lot of damage, pop the shields and do trigger splash damage, have a lot of damage output, but typically one Titan just can't do it. No matter which Titan, normally you cannot really kill a Rook with the freezing rockets, because you simply don't bring the necessary 2 or 1.8 million damage output per clip. Or even more, because you quickly reach this maximum stack amount on the repair amps, and from that moment on the resistance kicks in on the Rook and you barely do any damage, and you have this slow recharge of your firepower with the thing. Yeah, so what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Is this going forward the #1 Titan in War Robots, or am I crazy? You get to judge. So tell me, judge me. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good one and see you in the next video. Manni signing off. Bye-bye.